What if I told you there's this kind of secret toolkit for your PC? I mean, power users have sworn by it for decades. It's something that can find lost passwords, figure out what's wrong with your network, and just supercharge your computer. Oh, and it's totally free. Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're unlocking NirSoft. Okay, let's start with a question. Just think about this for a second. What if you had, like, a master key for your own computer? A set of keys that could unlock, diagnose, and let you explore every single nook and cranny of your PC. You know, to finally see everything that's really happening under the hood. Well, guess what? That master key, it actually exists. It's called NirSoft. And here's the thing. It's not just one tool. It's this huge collection of hundreds of little but super powerful and totally free utilities for Windows. And the most amazing part? This entire arsenal, it's all created and maintained by just one guy, Nir Sofer. All right, so what can you actually do with this thing, this digital Swiss Army knife? Let's take a quick tour through just a few examples from its massive arsenal. First up, recovering information. Let's be real. We've all been there, right? That sinking feeling when you've forgotten a password or you just can't find some key piece of info on your own machine. So frustrating. Well, NirSoft is absolutely packed with tools to solve that exact problem. The power here for recovery is, honestly, it's just incredible. For instance, wireless key view, it can instantly dig up that Wi-Fi password you totally forgot. Web browser pass view pulls your saved logins right out of your browser. And you know when you're stuck with a password that's just a bunch of asterisks? Yeah, there's a tool for that. It even gets crazier. Xpassword can actually pull passwords from an external drive that won't even boot. No joke. Okay, so moving beyond just recovery, NirSoft lets you basically become a detective for your own network. Seriously, you can see exactly what's happening, who's connected, and where all your data is going in real time. For example, with Wireless Network Watcher, you can see every single device on your Wi-Fi. Yup, you can finally find out if your neighbor is piggybacking on your internet. Then there's Kerports, which shows you every internet connection your computer is making right now. You can monitor Bluetooth, test your internet speed. It's literally like having an air traffic control tower for your whole network. And then, for those of you who are really curious, there are these tools that let you explore the deepest corners of your Windows system. I'm talking about the kind of stuff you'd normally never, ever get to see. And this is where it gets just wild. Ever wonder about every single USB device that's ever been plugged into your computer? There's a tool for that. Got hit with the dreaded blue screen of death? Well, Blue Screen View can actually analyze the crash file and tell you what went wrong. You can even see exactly which programs are slowing down your startup. It's all about giving you total system awareness. Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Tools that can access passwords and deep system files? I mean, that sounds powerful, yeah, but also kind of risky, right? If that thought just crossed your mind, then you are asking the absolute right question. Because this is the #1 question people have when they find this stuff. Are these tools, are they actually safe to run on my machine? So let's break this down, because this is really important. On one hand, you can see why antivirus programs might get a little nervous. These tools do things that can look like malware, right? They're accessing saved passwords, monitoring network traffic, digging into low-level system files. But, and this is the key difference, they only do these things when you explicitly tell them to. There's zero hidden or malicious behavior, no bundled software, no trackers. They do exactly what the documentation says they do and nothing else. And hey, you don't even have to take my word for it. The developer himself, Nir Sofer, he addresses this head-on. Right on his website, he explains that this is a really common problem called a false positive, and he reassures users that all of his utilities are totally clean. And that commitment to transparency and trust, well, it brings us straight to the creator behind NirSoft and the simple but really powerful philosophy that has guided this whole project for more than 20 years. Just think about that whole arsenal of tools we just looked at. I mean, all of them. This is maybe the most incredible fact of all. That entire collection, we're talking over 200 different utilities, all of them constantly being updated, is the work of just one single developer. It's a total passion project. And you can see that passion reflected in his strict code of ethics. His tools will never have bundled junkware. You'll get no sneaky third-party installers, no annoying toolbars or pop-ups. It doesn't track you, not one bit. You don't have to register, you don't have to pay. It is 100% free, in the absolute truest sense of that word. He puts his promise right there on his contact page. His policy, in his own words, is to give the users only what the documentation says without unexpected surprises. I mean, in today's world of software, a promise like that, wow, that is just so incredibly rare. So, you're probably wondering, how do I get my hands on this digital Swiss Army knife? How can you start using this amazingly powerful and totally trustworthy toolkit for yourself? Well, getting started couldn't be simpler. You just go to the website, that's NirSoft.net, find the tool that you need, and download a tiny little zip file. Unzip the archive, double-click the application, and that's literally it. You're done. That's right. There is no installation process whatsoever. These tools are completely portable. And what that means is that they don't litter your system with a bunch of files. You can run them straight from a folder. You can even put them on a USB drive and take them with you. It makes them absolutely perfect for diagnosing any Windows PC you come across. And all of this leaves us with one final thought. We live in this digital age where our data is constantly being harvested, where free almost always comes with a hidden cost. So in a world like that, what is the true value of a resource like NirSoft? Something built over decades by just one person, with the simple, pure goal of being useful, powerful, and trustworthy, with absolutely no strings attached.